penultimate tournament on our rookie season, I guess, here in EA PGA Tour. We have gone absolutely insane all year long. Winners of the FedEx St. Jude, which means our FedEx Cup rankings, we could skip this tournament, still lead. We could have skipped the majority of the season and still led, heading in to the Tour Championship next week. But we're out here. We're going. BMW Championship. Let's see what the conditions are for round one. 3 to 5. We may go low. I saw that clock tower and I was just like, yep, I remember that. Do you remember that golf ball with the clock tower on it that we thought for a second was the MSU golf ball?
No, I knew it.
Huh?
It was not MSU.
No. All right. Ooh, early tee time here in round one. 8:30, so not really going to know just where we're standing at the end of the day unless we get absolutely insanely low, which is possible, but one hell of a drive to start our day. Do you remember your ball? No. Looks pretty good off the tee. This is an over 600-yard par 5 to start our day here. $273 yards left after our tee shot, so probably about the best we could have hoped for. Power approach shouldn't even really be necessary, and we don't really know what the fairways are going to do here, so I'm thinking 4-iron. I mean, I guess we could hit a 5-wood and try this out. See how this goes. It looks fairly good. If it rolls... Oh, uh-oh. Well, we're going to roll through the green. Hit that one a little bit too hard. Now, unless this turns around, no. I know how that goes. I've been there. Let's see here. Chip could be a little dangerous. Especially because, does that... There's a chance we could even hit it long, go into that bunker. I don't know. We can hit a flop shot. I feel like that's going to be the answer here. We kind of nuked it. Watch out. It's kind of right over there in that danger zone. It's even worse when that happens at, like, a liquor store. That's terrible. Got that to drop. Birdie on the opening hole. Take that. An adventurous one, although it really shouldn't have been. Having like a 9-foot putt back up that hill was, or back down that hill was a little scary. I have a little bit of a different situation, like when it comes to like the vape stuff. Like, yeah, so every time I go into the gas station and get that, like, yes, the person knows what I need, but I also went to high school with them, so that makes a lot of sense. This might be worth a power drive here. I don't really, I mean, it's a par 4 though. I think we back this off a little bit. Don't need to get too aggressive here early. Play it smart. Little left, but I think it's okay. It shouldn't roll out that much. Yeah, we're going to be all right. Take it. Ooh. This could be a little dangerous, especially if we hit this long. But if we hit it right, could be in tight. And the wind may have killed it just enough that we're going to be a long ways away, especially given that this is uphill. But I guess I'd rather have an uphill putt than downhill. Gonna have to hit it pretty well. Does have a slight bit of break left to right when it gets up towards the hole, but I feel like it's a little bit more prominent right to left. So we'll go with this and hope we have enough power. I left it a little bit short. I don't know. That's got a chance and goes from 31 feet. At the end of the day, that's pretty much a dead straight putt, but always good to make those ones from distance. All you need is one thing to go wrong. Well, plenty of landing areas here. We'll see what the preferred one is on the par 4 third. Well, we're not going to be able to drive that over the water at any point in this tournament. So we can forget that. And the extra distance here probably just isn't worth it, especially because this is downhill. We'll go farther than we think it will. Striping the ball off the tee, especially with the driver today. But that's how we started the last tournament, too. And then you saw what we did on some shots on Sunday, so. All right. Slightly uphill and into the wind. So, going to want to club up to the pitching wedge here, I think. Aim a little bit past the hole. And see if we got it right. It looks decent, but it never really came back. The wind's not strong enough to move that. So aiming a little bit left of the hole, it just kind of went right where we aimed. Now we're going to try and make this, make it out of here with our par now. No guarantee. Ooh, that's looking fairly good, except it's way short. Looked solid for a second. Quick, snappy break, but we got it right. So in for par on the third hole to stay at 2 under. I haven't even taken a look at the leaderboard, although, like we said, we aren't really going to have any sort of clue what score is going to be good and what score is going to be bad until after this round is over. Par forward and even 400 yards, and we're going to hope that we can drive it past that hole in the fairway, which I imagine that we can. If this is an elevated tee box at all, we could probably fucking drive the green, but it is not. So, kind of right over there. Hopefully we don't find those trees. Oh. Well, it's right, but we actually cleared the trees, just barely. First mistake off the tee, but we're not going to pay for it. Wouldn't want to do that again, though. Pitch shot, ooh, not preferable here. I could take some off the finesse, but that's always a dangerous game to be playing. Nah, I don't think we took enough off. Maybe we did. If this can spin backwards, no, just kind of stuck right where it hit. But in terms of trying to take something off a finesse shot, to be honest, not bad. Greens have been breaking pretty good here. So we're going to want to aim a good bit out here. And see if this has enough to get there. It doesn't, and we were going to miss the hole anyway. Well, in for another par then. Just trying to figure out what we can get away with here at Olympia Fields. ending this season with 2 courses that I haven't played in this game. I don't think I've played Olympia Fields in any golf game, at least not to my knowledge. I do know that we played East Lake, though. In PGA, PGA 2K, and some others. This reminds me a lot of I don't remember the number of the hole, but a lot of something at Detroit Golf Club, actually. Gonna be on the right side. I think we're gonna stay in the fairway. Barely. As long as we don't have any trees overhanging, which I think we might. We shouldn't have to get too creative here on this next shot. No, we're gonna be alright. Finesse 58. Got a bite. And it did. One of our better approach shots of the day, which isn't saying much. Very makeable putt, though, to go to 3 under. It's probably a little bit of more power required. We'll see. And then I left it short. Still gets there. Didn't give it the power that I thought was going to be necessary, but wasn't a lot happening on that putt anyway, so it didn't matter. We are 3 under. Luke Donald, current leader at 5 under. We head to a 187-yard par 3 6th hole. Doesn't look too challenging. Well, that's not going to happen. I feel like 8 might be a little bit too. I'm gonna hit the 9. I'm gonna hit the 9. Very little wind, but it is downhill. That looks a little left to target. Actually, it's a lot left to target. We got the club right, but the aim was terrible. Yeah, I saw that. That was interesting. Another long breaker. Oh. Not a bad effort, but never really stood much of a chance. Put it in tight for a tap-in par. We'll take that. It's good to see we're not just setting the world on fire here. We might actually have a battle on our hands just a little bit. What you could call one of the most important tournaments on the PGA schedule is the BMW Championship, and is for everybody else in the field here, pretty much except for us. We know we will start 10 under par when we are at the Tour Championship at East Lake. Power drive is just a terrible thing for us to do, but we're going to do it anyway. Little right. I don't think that bunker may come into play. No, we got a good kick on that. Couldn't even tell you how. All right. I'm just going to hit a normal finesse. That should be all right. Come on, get there. Yeah, there we go. That'll do. We're so used to playing in heavy wind conditions that this light wind doesn't really seem to do much good for us. Can we drop it? Yes, we can. 4 under with 2 to play here on the front 9. Luke Donald remains 5 under, so already closing in. We've got a long par 3 here. 280 yards. But downhill, wind at our back. So I'm going to hit a 4-iron. That should be able to... It's not downhill really that much. In fact, it may be almost level, but with the wind, I think the 4-iron can get there. Except it's left. So that means we're going to find this bunker here probably. Did that... Oh, God, that stayed in the rough. Well, this ball's not going to be sitting very pretty for us, but we'll give it a go. A little bit of a longer flop shot. Add a little bit more power to it. Oh, it was shaping up to be our best flop shot of the day. It landed in tight, but took a big kick and actually rolled a good ways past. Doing a good job of not finding very many tricky putts, though. On the way, and it lips out. Didn't take enough power off. So this is actually going to be for bogey then. So drop us back to 3 under. An unfortunate bogey. Ball just would not drop. Par 4 ninth. We'll see if we can get that shot back. 472 yards. Pin is center, way in the back. Heard someone at work say yesterday that pins are supposed to be 15 feet off of the edge of the green, which is just not true. Gonna be a tough tee shot here. That tree, the trees over on the right side are kind of gonna get in our way, I think, just a little bit. The ball's got to move, and it's just not. So we're going to rely on a good kick here. I don't think we're going to get it. Missed fairway. It'll be 152 yards out. Some of our best approach shots on the entire season have been when we miss fairways, though. Not that one. Oh my. Rough to rough. So now par is probably the best hope. We just keep finding the rough. Like, we can't ever seem to miss it short and miss in the fairways. So the spinner's just not been an option. There we go. Finally got the flop working. Should secure par. And it does. 3 under front 9 with the bogey on hole 8. Well, like I said, and Donald has actually dropped back to 4 under as well, so seems to be a pretty low scoring average here early in the day. See if it stays that way after our round finishes. Alright, those bunkers shouldn't come into play for us here as long as we don't miss miserably left or right. Should find a fairway. Looks like we'll be in short grass to me. And we will be. Good to find the fairway again after the last one. That did not go well at all. Yeah, I actually don't hate this. Hope it doesn't spin like crazy. On the way. Maybe we want it to spin like crazy. We're a good way past the hole here, so it's going to come back down. Just past, and maybe even right at pin high. Little left of where we wanted to be. Ooh. That's a tricky one. Come on. No, just high. East Lake is kind of eating us alive right now. Not East Lake, Olympia Fields. Getting ahead of ourselves. Par on 10. This is good though. I mean, this is kind of one of the more fun rounds we've had. Feels like you actually have to fight to go low. Short par 4, 11th, under 400 yards. But a dog leg to the left side and a pin buried on the left side of the green. So I don't want to make sure we at least get past. Oh, well, the dog leg doesn't really come into play, so we'll be just fine. As long as we don't hit that tree, which I don't think we're gonna. Might actually be a little left here. Oh, finds the fairway. Threaded the needle between a couple trees, and we're only 58 yards out, so a good chance for us to get back to 4 under. Now, what's the play for us going to be here? Long spinner. Don't hate it. Let's hope I don't regret this. That really checked up on us. We're going to be about 10 feet out, but gives us a putt. Downhill putt, though. That never had a chance. Downhill putts have not been our friend today. Gonna have to settle for par again. We're getting humbled right now. There is a new leader at 5 under that isn't Luke Donald. Par 4, 12th with some threatening water. Should be able to clear that. Or at least keep ourselves far enough away from it that we're going to be just fine. We can actually be a little aggressive and try and... Yeah. That's really probably not the move. If we hit the power drive out this way and high, we can clear it. I just don't know how good our second shot's going to be. Don't miss it right. Yeah, we missed it right. But we're going to make it. Risk was worth it. And honestly, it's probably a good thing we hit a bad shot there on that. If we hadn't, who knows? All right. So what's the move here? Go for another spinner. Now that we know that they just check up on you. Not even at the ball. That's on the way. Come on. That one didn't check up. It's actually going to roll a little bit past. I don't know. Maybe we hit a high spinner last time and I didn't adjust that this time, but still in good shape. Finally a chance for birdie, I think. Yep, that'll roll. First birdie since hole 7, and we are back to 4 under par. In a tie for second with Luke Donald and Lord knows who else. Our player gets bopped for steroids and we miss the Tour Championship. Par 3 13th. I'm going to hit a high 9-iron just right at it pretty much. It looks like it's hooking a bit right. It's on the green. Farther away than we would have liked. Not be much power change required here. Hope it breaks early on. Nope, we're gonna miss that low. It broke early on, but it broke too much. Just kind of off on all of our longer putts, really, since the 31-footer. Tie for the lead at 5 under now. 14th, another par 4, 450 yards here. I think we're going to need to land the ball short of the water. Even with our power, I don't think we're clearing it, but could be wrong. Ooh, we're actually, well, we're on an elevated tee box, but it's not really going to matter that much. Not going to be worth it, so we're going to hit 3-wood off the tee. And even that's probably going to put us close to the water's edge. Nope, not quite. But perfectly safe. It's where we want to be. Let us get a good second shot in. So, uphill a little bit. Aim just a little bit past the hole. We'll see. It's got to check. I don't know if it's gonna. It did enough to stay on the green. But, to be honest, not looking very good. Putt's not bad. Come on. Nope. I've just been off on putting reads just all around long. In for par again. Running out of opportunities. 4 holes to play to try and tie for the lead. Although we're a lip out away from being tied for the lead, so really not panicking yet. Really not panicking at all. I mean, we're in we're in 3rd place, I believe. All right, we got a par 5 again. 600 yards. Should get enough rollout on a regular drive to the point that we're not cut off. Yep, that'll be just fine. Looks like we're going to have a good look at the green. Not really going to catch that slope, but not all that necessary. See what we got left? 270. Probably 5-wood or 4-iron if we want to have a chance at the green. Ooh. Now, I mean, this is probably going to get us there. I don't know where we're going to wind up. I believe this breaks uphill here, yeah? Oh, wait a minute. Just passed. Does this stay on? Yes, it does. 16 feet past the hole. We'll have an eagle putt here. And a chance for solo lead, although not very likely. This is just gonna be a real tricky one. Give ourselves a chance to put it in close. Just high again, and it's still rolling. 5 feet back for our birdie. That just drops in. We caught the right edge there. Almost missed that, but 5 under, which at least for the moment, never mind, it's not the number today. We remain third. Par 3, 16th, downhill tee shot. And it's a long downhill tee shot, too. I feel like the 8-iron can get here, yeah? Guess we'll find out. Not really going to have a chance to go in the hole, but we're putting. 43 feet. We made a 30-footer already today. Why not a 40-footer? That's why not a 40-footer. See if we get it right. It's got a chance. Just passed. We've had more precision on the longer putts today than the shorter ones. In for par. Just in a little bit of a battle right now. Stallings and Smalley have finished their rounds at 6 under. We have 2 holes left to play to bridge a 1-shot gap to at least end the day leading in the clubhouse. For who knows how long. That bunker's going to be a pain in the ass, isn't it? That bunker's going to be a pain in the ass, isn't it? And we're kind of headed for it, but we're just going to miss it. Just fine off the tee. For once, my player actually likes a shot we've hit today. Ooh. I'll bring back the 54. On the way. We absolutely blasted it, but did we blast it enough? Yes! Outstanding! Finally hit a good approach shot today, man. Just a couple feet left for bird. Tied for the lead with 1 to play. It'd be the first tournament in a while if we can't birdie here that we wouldn't be in solo lead after day 1. 1 hole left to play here on Thursday. Trees kind of guarding us off a little bit here, but I think this is going to work. We shouldn't hit those. Missed it a bit right, though. Not sure if we're going to stay in short grass here. We are, because once again, we just take a favorable kick. 168. It's giving me the 8-iron. I'm going to club down to the 9. If we hit this good, this could be a really good shot. If it doesn't skip a mile past. Nope. Pretty good. Birdie putt and a chance for 7 under par. And it goes. We'll see if that holds up as the rest of the field finishes. Let's see here. All right, there's so few guys playing. I think there's only 70 players left that, yeah, we do lead by a shot after round 1. But a bunch of guys at 6 under. Took us a little bit of time to kind of find our groove there, and really did towards the end to just barely squeeze out a day 1 lead. So back at it tomorrow, looking to continue that.